What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a couple days. Today is draft day. First round's going down tonight. So today I've got um, a predictive mock draft. This is I think what's going to happen, not what I would do mock draft. This is what I would think is going to happen mock draft. We're gonna dabble with a couple trades, but we're not gonna deal too heavy. We're not gonna go with 5, 6, 7 trades like some of these guys are doing now. But let's just get into it. This is what I think is going to happen tonight. The top 10 is going to be the easiest, but 11 on is going to be just, I feel it's going to be a little bit of a crapshoot, but we'll see how well I do. Um, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, click previous videos down in the description below. If you're returning, comment, like, share, what you want to see next. If you want to get involved in stuff, I will be doing a first round breakdown and then overall team grades coming next week. So let's get into it. Let's do the first pick. And I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to do Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think there's going to be any trades in the top 5. But let's see what they do here. Pick 2 is going to be, I think someone's just going to fall in love with this guy. And I think that Trayvon Walker is going to come off the board. This is my top 100 big board, by the way, not anyone else's, not anything else's. This is my big board. Pick 3, it's going to be Evan Neal. They need a tackle. Laramie Tunsil trades are already in talk, and it's just going to be next best thing. Right here, Icky goes to number 4. You got to invest. You got to protect your investment. Zach Wilson, second overall pick last year, comeback. Mekhi Becton's already on trade block talks. He could be a trade piece in this draft. Pick 5, they're going to go next best edge rusher, and I think Jermaine Johnson could be the guy that goes in front of Kayvon Thibodeau. And I think that Jermaine Johnson is going to be the guy that's going to go in front of Kayvon. I think Kayvon's going to be a big faller in this draft. Not at a top 10, but I think that he's going to fall a little bit. Jermaine Johnson, number 5. Number 6, this is where the quarterback comes off the board. It's going to be Malik Willis out of Liberty. There's just too much quarterback talk. They already told Sam Darnold they're going to take a quarterback. So why use your second round pick on a quarterback when you could use your top 6 pick and grab the one that you really want? Malik Willis off the board here. And then it's going to be next best tackle. It's going to be Charles Cross, number 7. Pick number 8, this is going to be receiver. This is going to be Garrett Wilson. I had him in that first round mock draft that I had a couple of weeks ago, going number 8. And I think they're going to take him here. I had Jameson Williams going to the as the first receiver going to the Eagles at 10 after them trading up. But at this point, it's Garrett Wilson, number 8. Not just because I'm a Seahawk fan, but but the real question is I'm a UW fan. So I know no Pullman fans here. But Kayvon Thibodeau, number 9, is where he'll fall far enough, stays in the Northwest, and gets to focus on, just really developing and going through pains this year. We do have a Leo edge rusher kind of deal where our defense is a 4-3, but it's more lined up as a 3-4. We do have a new coordinator, so there will be more strict 4-3-4 scheme, pass rush dependencies, and Kayvon will come in on those downs. Pick 10, they already took the tackle. Your next best edge is Jabo and Karlaftis. So this is where our first corner comes off the board. It's going to be Ahmad Gardner out of Cincinnati. This is going to be our next receiver pick, and it's going to be Chris Olave at Ohio State. Ohio State receivers are going 1 and 2 this year. I don't care what anyone says. Here, this is going to be the corner, Derek Stingley, off the board at 12. Pick 13, you just took your tackle. There's no edge. I don't think there's a corner. I know Andrew Booth is number 13, but I think that you could snag a good corner later on. So I'm going to trade down. Let's see. I could go safety. I think Kyle Hamilton's going to be a little bit of a faller, Let's trade this pick. Let's do Texans. Let's go with a team that's. I can see the Titans coming up. I can see the Lions coming up here. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Who's gonna come up and take? You know what? No trade. Let's see. Texans need. Justin Reed's gone. I think I'll just go with Kyle Hamilton here. I don't think they're gonna take him here, but this is just next best pick. Pick 14. This is gonna be a Jordan Davis pick. A lot of these Georgia guys look and feel like Ravens, and Jordan Davis at 14 is where he's gonna go. Jameson Williams falls to 15. He will fall no more. This is where your quarterback comes off. I think they're gonna go with Kenny Pickett as 16. Here is where interior offensive line comes off. I really think they do need help with interior pass rush though. Let's see. I keep mocking him Zion Johnson, but I think that's just who they're gonna pick. I think Zion Johnson could be that guy for them. Not a lot of Zion Johnson talks to the Chargers, but I think that he's the best scheme fit available out of any pick left. And then pick 18, they take the corner, they take the receiver. Let's take the next best corner, Andrew Booth, out of Georgia. Out of Clemson. You take your quarterback, let's take your receiver, Drake London, out of USC. This is who I had him taking. Now, pick 20, there's no quarterback. Let's go with Trent McDuffie out of Washington. Next best corner. Linebacker here is going to be Devin Lloyd out of Utah. Right here, I think this is going to be a trade up scenario. I think Green Bay is going to trade back. Let's see who could hop up here. I could see maybe the Packers going back with maybe Cincy. You know what? We're gonna go Packers and Cincy. I could see them coming up. Let's straight up do first. And let's see about a fourth. Cincy comes up 6 spots. And they're going to take next best offensive lineman, and it's going to be Tyler Linderbaum. Arizona, they're going to go with next best cornerback, and I think Kyer Elam really fits that apex alpha. When I say apex, I mean like apex predator, like the guy that's above it all, the guy that's going to be at the top of the food chain. I think at the end of the day, Kyer Elam could be the best corner walking away from this draft in the late first. I think he has that fit 6'2", 195, long, strong, physical at the point of attack. And I think at 23, I think that's going to be a great pickup for Arizona, who is 2 for 2 in Washington DBs, but I don't think he's going to hop up that high. I don't think Gordon's going to hop up this high. I have next best safety, Daxton Hill sitting here. Cowboys, you got your safety. I'm going to give them to you. Right here, it's going to be next best player, and it's interior pass rusher. I know they just drafted Rousseau and Boogie Basham, and you got, Isaiah Oliver. But I think Devonte White is just too big of a need. Luxury pick. You just missed out last year. You could take a running back in the second if you really need, but right here it's just next best player, and it's Devonte White. I know this is a big trade-off scenario, but I think this is the guy to go with. I've seen people mock him here. I'm not going to mock him here because, I've seen people, but I've mocked him here before, many other people have. Kenyon Green at 26 is going to stay. This is a good trade-off scenario for the Bucks. So let's trade here. let's get the Bears coming up. The Bears don't have a first round pick. So let's get the Bears coming up here with the Bucks. The Bucks, I would say take receiver, but they just picked up Russell Gage from the Falcons, so I think they have their slot. So the Bears are going to come up, and they're going to take next best receiver, but it's going to be, I think they're going to go with Jahan Dotson. I think they're going to go with another, smaller guy. I know you have Mooney, but I think they like this smaller mold, this smaller, quicker scat guy. Even though I know you want a big body receiver for, your young quarterback Fields, who in my opinion was the second best quarterback last year in the draft. But they're going to go with Jahan Dotson. They're going to trade up another Penn State guy. This is where Treylon Burks comes off the board. All this trading back for Green Bay works. They get the guy they want, Treylon Burks. I had him going Christian Watson and Jahan Dotson at those picks. But now after I think about it, I think they're going to trade back a little bit with a little bit more capital, and they're going to take the guy they want. Right here, back-to-back picks. And I think it's going to be back-to-back receivers. I think it's going to be Sky Moore out of Western Michigan. He could be an Antonio Brown for you. He reminds me of Antonio Brown. And then right here, we're going to go for the big body. And I think it's going to be Christian Watson out of North Dakota State. They don't have a 1 or a 2 receiver. So if you have 2 first-round picks in the back end of the first, why not take the next 2 best receivers? Not just because they're the best on my board, but I think that's how it's going to happen. They're going to come off here. And the same thing as Green Bay, they don't have a number 1 or a number 2. But right here, I think going back-to-back receiver is a little rich for Green Bay. So I think they're going to take next best player. And I really, really, really like this pick as I come later on into it. I like Trevor Penny out of Northern Iowa. I know I'm not the biggest fan of him. I still have him going late first, from anywhere from 24 and up. But I think right here, you go big receiver, you go protector for Aaron. And here, is where I will, give you your quarterback, Detroit fans. You take Aiden Hutchinson at 1. You take Sam Howell at 32 to end off the night. And, this is just what's going to happen. I really think I could go. I'm going to hit on at least 16 picks in this draft. I really believe that this is how it is. Not a lot of trades, as you could tell. You only a few trades again. Only 2 trades this time. I do think there's going to be at least 5 trades. None of them are going to be in the top 10, I believe. I think top 10 guys are going to be sitting in this draft. But I had the Bengals coming up 9 spots, giving away an extra 4th. That could be, a Ebiketie if he falls. I don't think he'll go second. I think he could fall to the 3rd. But, the next best players, are like guys that could fall to the 4th, or maybe even a safety pickup or a corner. And then, Bucks, it's a luxury year. You didn't lose too much. You gained a slot with Russell Gage. I had him taking Sky Moore at 27 here originally, but I like the Russell Gage pickup more and more. I think he's a true slot guy. So I have him, the Bears coming up into the 1st and taking him here, another Penn State receiver. And I think in the 2nd, pick 39, this could be a Kyler Gordon pick. Maybe a Boye Mafe, maybe a Ebiketie if you want. And then this extra 5th will go towards, one of those later receivers. I love Justin Ross, but I think Justin could fall 5th. I think Khalil Shakir, smaller, speedier guy, a little more gadgety like a Scotty Miller, can find your way into the 5th. So these are my picks to round off my predictive first-round mock draft for tonight. I believe I'm going to hit on at least half of these. Aiden Hutchinson, number 1 edge rusher, going to Jacksonville Jaguars. Trayvon Walker going to Detroit edge rusher. My bad. Detroit took Trayvon, not Aiden Hutchinson. My bad, guys. My bad, Detroit fans. Aiden 1, Trayvon number 2 to Detroit. Evan Neal number 3 to Houston. Tackle out of Texas. Tackle out of NC State. Ecom, who could be the best when we're all done talking about it in 10, 15 years. Goes to New York at number 4 with Mekhi Becton on the block. Pick 5, New York goes with Jermaine Johnson, edge rusher out of Florida. Carolina takes the first quarterback off the board, Malik Willis out of Liberty. New York goes with Charles Cross, next best tackle out of Mississippi State at number 7. Atlanta takes first receiver off the board, Garrett Wilson, like I had a couple weeks ago. Kayvon falls to 9, edge rusher out of Oregon, my number 1 player. Ahmad Gardner, first corner off the board out of Cincinnati, goes to New York, did not allow a touchdown or a pass over 20 yards completed in 3 straight seasons. Chris Olave, back-to-back Ohio State receivers, 1 and 2 off the board, goes to Washington at pick 11. Minnesota takes the next corner, Derek Stingley at LSU. Kyle Hamilton, best safety, falls to 13, taken by the Texans. Baltimore takes their interior pass rusher with upside pass rush, Jordan Davis. Jamison Williams falls far enough to 15 to the Eagles. Pickett goes number 16 to the Saints. Zion Johnson goes 17 to the Chargers. Eagles take their corner, Andrew Booth out of Clemson. Drake London gets paired up with rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett. McDuffie goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers at pick 20. Pick 21, New England finds their Donta Hightower, Devin Lloyd. Linderbaum goes to Bengals at 22. Cardinals take Kyer Elam, corner out of Florida. Dallas Cowboys get your corner, your safety help, Daxton Hill. Buffalo reassures that defensive line with Devonte White, interior pass rush help out of Georgia. I keep mocking this pick. Kenyon Green to Tennessee at 26, helps with pass rush, helps with run game. Chicago comes up from 39 to 27 to take Jahan Dotson, receiver out of Penn State. Treylon Burks goes to Green Bay at 28, receiver out of Arkansas. Sky Moore and Christian Watson, back-to-back receivers, go to Kansas City. You get your slot guy and you get your perimeter threat. Trevor Penny, Green Bay takes their tackle of the future. And Detroit takes your quarterback, one of my guys, Sam Howell, with over 800 yards rushing on the ground last year out of North Carolina. This is my predictive mock draft. I'm willing to bet I hit on 50% of these tonight. We will be having a first round mock breakdown tomorrow, Friday afternoon. Like I said, if you're new, please subscribe. Please like and share and comment if you're returning what you want to see next. If you want to join, if you got this to say, critique me. I'm always open to critiques, always open to more trades. Will I be doing a 2 and 3 mock draft? We'll see. I really am going to push out this reactive first round mock draft tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the flip.